Well, hi everybody, and welcome to Moodle Support Theater. Today we're going to start working on building a quiz. Now it's important to tell you right up front, building a quiz is a two-part effort. Right now, we're going to create the quiz item that will act as a container for your quiz questions. So let's go to the upper right-hand corner of my main class page. We're going to turn editing on, and I've chosen to put my quiz in topic area number 4. So let's scroll down to topic area 4, go to the Add an Activity and Resource, select that alphabetically, scroll on down till you find Quiz, give it a click, select Add. This is where you set up the quiz environment. You'll choose the number of times a student can attempt the quiz, the due dates, that type of thing. So here we are, and in the name area, let's come up with a simple and clear name. I'm just going to type in quiz on chapter 3. In the description area, clear, concise instructions. I have some offline. I'm going to go away, put them in so you don't have to watch me type. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I've added a name. I've added a description. The description should be instructions to your students. You have 30 minutes. There's no penalty for a second try, that type of thing. And remember, you can use a quiz as a study guide or an actual test. Now, once you've filled in this top area, there's only 3 things you really need to do to complete your project. Timing, let's give that a click. Grade, let's give that a click. And come down to review options. Okay, if you want to select a time limit, put a check mark in each of the enable boxes. Pick your date, pick your time. Remember, if your class is at 1 o'clock like mine is, it's going to be military time. Be 1,300 hours. A little clicking and scrolling, but it's worth it to be accurate. You can select the date either through the drop-down or go to the little calendar icon and click it that way. When the time expires, open attempts are submitted automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. In the grade category, I like to put my quiz in the quiz category. Now, if you need some help on setting up categories in your gradebook, we have an excellent video right here in the Moodle Support Theater series. Here's also where you can put the number of attempts. If you're going to allow them 2 bites at the apple, simply use the drop-down and select number 2. Now, a quick word about layout since we're in the neighborhood. The default is every 5 questions, and that's pretty good. If you have a series of complicated questions or maybe an essay, you may wish to reduce that to 1 or 2 to increase readability. The review section is where you indicate what you want students to see after they've submitted their test. By default, students will only see their grades, marks in this case, at 3 key points immediately after they submit the exam, later while the exam is open, and after the exam closes. If you want students to see what they missed, we recommend showing that only after the quiz is closed unless you're giving the test as a practice quiz. You're going to want to choose boxes for the attempt and whether correct. We generally don't recommend showing the correct answers unless you're not planning to use those questions again on a future test. Once you've updated those 3 areas, you're ready to take the next step and add some questions. But before we save this setting, let's set up this quiz for activity completion. Come down here to the bottom and use the drop-down. This way we're going to be able to track when the students have finished. I like to choose when conditions are met. Then from the list below, I choose when the item is graded. Now remember, Moodle can grade multiple choice and true-false questions for you automatically. And by the way, you can safely ignore this expect completed on business. You've already taken care of that at the top of the page. All right, let's choose Save and Display. And this is what people are going to see when they log in. Now notice I said you have to add the questions. That's part 2. It tells you that right here on the page. It also has all of the information you've entered, the items you put in the description box, the quiz title, dates, open, closing. All of that is available and very useful to the students. Okay, we've built the quiz shell. Now we need to add the questions, and we're going to do that in our next video. Come on back. If you got questions between now and then, you're always welcome to stop by the Center for Instructional Support here in Library 321 because, hey, we're here to help.